What do you want? Now you're one of them, aren't you? But not really, right? We have to find them so we can stop them. I know you can do it. All the people whisper in fear about them, but you stand up and fight back. But the princess said you'll have to get inside their fortress to find them. Is there anything else you want? Okay.
I suppose it is good that the Lotus Assassin Executioner accepted you. I wish I felt better about that. Will you be heading to the Lotus Assassin Fortress soon? When you are through there, the princess will take us to the palace. At least, that's what she promised. As much as I think it is foolishly dangerous, you need to go to the Lotus Assassin Fortress and find the information the princess needs. After that, she will take us to the palace. We are so close to Master Li. Just a little longer, I hope. All right, what did you want to ask? Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty, chatty. Yes, yes, I am eager to return there. It is a masterful array of artful mechanics, despite being a bit overly polished. This Lord Lao, he could use a bit of restraint. Certainly. It's just a flick of a switch, and I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing any irreparable harm. A most intriguing place. Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if I can learn anything more about this interesting machine. I can always bring us back here later. Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty, chatty. Those assassins will be tougher than Gao's men. Be careful. I need you to do more test flights with my marvelous dragonfly. Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.
It's about time.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
What do you want? Okay.
Dancing pretty lights. There's fire in the air and fire inside. They scream like music. You'll scream like a demon when fading moon puts the light inside of you. There's more than that on my head. There's a crown of flame that burns all the time, even when it gets tighter. You'll scream like those maggot people, leeching off the Empire until they burn.
Direflame!
Yeah!
Excuse me, you're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor. You? You're the replacement? By the starry river, that is the best makeup job I've ever seen. We'll barely have to touch you up to play Lady 14 Flowers. And let me just say, your costume makes everything look very... authentic. Yes, well, good job. Did they give you a copy of the script when they sent you over here? Damn your guild's myopic planning. Luckily for you, I expect the worst from them and pulled a copy from the back. Here, take it. The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again for the changes before you head on stage. Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few tweaks. We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy, but we accepted the revisions, and here we are. I'm sure your Actors Guild told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is short notice. Ruin your scene and you get nothing, just like normal. Understand? Just get at least half the lines correct and the crowd will figure out what's happening. Any less than that, and it becomes one of those obscure plays no one likes. Now, read that script over. Come talk to me when you've got it, and we'll get you into final costume and onto the stage.
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it. I control a very limited treasury. To give any more would call attention to what has happened here. I am sorry, but as skillful as you are, I feel my offer was fair. Your service is appreciated. If only there were more like you in the Empire.
I hope you're not here to pester me. I'm a very busy, important, and educated man, you know. All manner of studies. The history of dramatic systems, applied theology, and, celestial integration. All of these are vital pursuits of knowledge. Not that you would understand such lofty matters. Oh, I doubt it. You don't look the type for heavy reading. You're far too fit to be properly read. Of course, none of my books are published yet, but as a scholar and a respected one, I will most certainly pen some marvelous books someday. Well, yes. Unless your theories are astoundingly brilliant, which is the case with me. Celestial integration means just that. It's integrated, celestially. Thus, the relationship between the heavens and earth is one of integration and, celestial. It's a very advanced field of research. It would take several lifetimes to understand it properly, which is why my position as a scholar is so irrefutable. Well, you see, drama can be broken down into several systems, and I study the history of those systems over time, how they've changed, and that sort of thing. Oh, it's all very complex, and I really don't feel like describing it to you at any length. That's how you know I'm a scholar, you see. An unwillingness to share all the information I have. Of course not! I'm... Ah, drat. This isn't working at all. How did you know? You're here to hunt me down, then. Lord Rento has it in for me, and I figured it would come to this. I don't suppose running would do me any good. This is what passes for justice in the Imperial City? I was unjustly accused. I simply petitioned Lady Rento for some silver to support me as an actor. Patronage, it's called. She agreed, but her husband flew into a rage when he found out, and now I have a death sentence on my head. It's not fair, and if you were a decent person, you'd help me get out of this city instead of taking me in. It's the only way I'll get clear of Lord Rento's wrath. I'll admit that I can't match the bounty on my head, but I could give you half of what they're offering. I have an idea how I could get out of the city, too. You need more proof than my pathetic attempt to pose as a scholar? How about the fact that Lord Rento was out of town when I bilked him? Not that anyone but Lady Rento will confirm that for you. Still, it should be apparent that I'm not some great confidence man. All the best actors die young. If we're going to do this, I might as well get out of these robes.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture. What? That's quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there. He already knows, I'm sure. Now go, and I will not speak to you about this any further.
We should get back to the Dragonfly. If we're late, the Inquisitor might get angry, and then he might not help us at all.
Anything is better than waiting around in the camp.
Have you read the script? Do you feel one with Lady 14 Flowers yet? Why are you guild actors all the same? Isn't the money motivation enough? Look, you're playing a noble lady in the court of the first emperor, Sagacious Tien. You're seen as opposite another noble, Fortunate Puzzle. You're bringing word to the court that the emperor has halted his advance on the horse lords. What else? You're kind of sad, depressed even. There, if you're as professional as the guild said you'd be, that should be enough to work on. That's the spirit. Let's get you into the back and costumed up, Lady 14 Flowers.
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Imagine condemning the Jade Empire at its heart. The fools.
All of heaven's blessings guide him, but Sagacious Tien has been absent from the palace for such a time. His conquests of the northern kingdoms have kept his light from us. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all the way to the useless jungles, which were left as nothing for the Monkey King, are fused into the mighty Jade Empire. To the east, sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves. And lo, to the west, he found enlightenment among the hills of the 6 holy scrolls. But what word from the wastes of the horse lords? Aha! What is this? Why, 'tis Lady 14 Flowers. We can only hope she brings word. My dearest Lady 14 Flowers, under what banner does your entourage travel today? Your banner was a blend? How odd. The spotters reported that it was the purest white of the lily, as if there was word of peace. Your arrival here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached? Of course, for the Flower Guardians seek always to cloud the Emperor's thoughts. But our most exalted Emperor saw through them, I'm sure. We can only hope that the Emperors of the future will know better than to trust flowers plucked by the hand of death itself. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader? Deep in the wastes of the north? Raking sand, you say? Ah, I see you are speaking in metaphors. For surely, the Emperor must have been surveying the cold plains he had just conquered in the name of enlightenment. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial City for weeks. With such a chill in the air, was this some time ago? Ah, yes. For while things can seem warm, ice can lock away all that warmth from the people's hearts. And the sun becomes locked away where none can see its warming face. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, who was it that our great emperor turned to? Two Drops the Poisoner. He is considered a great confidant of the Emperor, I believe. Wait! What word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady? Bored. To think that I question Our Lady's dedication to the Empire. The reports I have here indicate that the Emperor was halted by a celestial event of great portent. And so, our most noble Emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the Empire to the ends of the earth, but we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the Emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
Our informant was correct. Gather the others. These traitors will be lucky if they live to see the wall.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. That had to be the worst performance since effective Pathos tried to complete his role in Tale of the Singing Reed after taking a sandbag to the head. How could you have botched such a well-known piece of history? Do you know nothing of our glorious past? There will be no payment for you. We'll be lucky if our director doesn't kill us all before he takes his own life out of shame. Begone, hack, charlatan, prevaricator, get out of my sight! I'll be lucky if the director doesn't fling me into the river. I must go try to calm him.
Had your, moment, did you? I never attend my own plays. No, much too nerve-wracking. Someone goes for me. She is very kind to do that. I heard how it went. I can't believe that performance. Disgraceful. Had you followed the original script, it would have been a masterpiece. But you mangled it. Had you honored yours, of course. You promised that you would perform my play, not that bastardized version. Frankly, I'm surprised they made that many changes. I know my own work, and I'd have let that performance slide had you flubbed only one of the important lines. But that was terrible. No one could have enjoyed that. Terrible. Just terrible.
Always a pleasure. I know little more than what the Honorable Lotus Assassin presented. Some treasonous southerner has been undermining the Ministry of Harmony, causing countless deaths. Not as such. The Lotus Assassins want to deal with this traitor personally. I don't envy anyone who has attracted that kind of attention. The Lotus Assassins are never worried. Their control, their protection, I should say, of the Empire is absolute. What could threaten them? I would like to advance, but I'm not angling. I simply accept that the Lotus Assassins are the true power in the Empire, and I support them. A good name, is it not? Drives fear into the commoners. Yes, that miscreant will be turned in soon enough. And pity the scourge that shows up in my city. Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants? That was her mistake. Ha! Isn't that the truth? I couldn't have put it better myself, but some people get sensitive about the poor. Here's your bounty, as we negotiated earlier. Of course, you've been busy, haven't you? Yes, Creative Yukong was caught in the Scholar's Garden. Brilliant work. Only fools steal from those with the money and power to motivate men like me. Here's your bounty, as we negotiated earlier. Well, that brings an end to our pursuit of two fiends. A shame I don't have more work for someone with your skills. Of course. Thanks again for your help with those miscreants.
A great bounty hunter to have dealt with two cases in so little time. Your work is not done, though. There is another in this city with a price on her head. A richer price than those two. Her name is Aishi the Mournful Blade, and you can find her at the Black Leopard School. She is accused of most crimes, and several had to be invented to account for her actions. She is a terror upon the face of the Empire. Murder, theft, and worse, yet never a smile or a hint of revelry in what she did. That is why she is known as Aishi the Mournful Blade. It is across the river and at the far end of the market district. A grassy path leads up, away from the noise of the city. Atop the hill lies the Black Leopard School, and within, Aishi. She is waiting for someone to come find her, I think. Because I want you to know. My role in this matter is of no concern to you. I am simply an old man who sees a chance for some good to come from bad. I watched her walk into this city, and now I tell you, there's no mystery in this.
We shouldn't let a criminal run free. Something tells me that there's more to this story than this man's telling us, though.
When you reach her, you should ask her for her story. She has a most interesting tale to share.
Irkana, o nikasuri kwana no kasa iriru. Niato o nonapadi irovir, koni ugnawata ir. Sa ir yagoak, kokonato sir ipanoneniko. Wuno will na no pa irsu. Isana yuyo, ko nirfuk no sankud na no wana napir. Irkana, o nikasuri ir kwana no kasa iriruru. Sata tawi ir, wo nawa fu kuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutuk. Tawi ir kawana ir sunir ipoki. Wowo sun punono, yapapat nasia uir sa ir wuth. Usair kokonato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato sir ipanoneniko. Niato no napadi irovir, koni ugnawata ir. Uno will na no pa irsu, isana yuyo, koni fuk no sankud na no wana napir. Sata tawi ir wo nawa fu kuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutuk. Uno will na no pa irsu. Isana yuyo ko nirfuk no sankut na no wana napir. Uno ir wo fubso wesa wushin. Wokiwasa ir susu kowoyo ni uksa irsawa. Ipanar nuko iwa ir nikasanarir iruro ni nuasa irkana. Wuno will na no pa irsu. Isana yuyo ko nirfuk no sankud na no wana napir. Ikirnik tine piru wo iferek uk sun puno. Usair kokonato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato sir ipanoneniko. Niato no napadi irovir, koni ugnawata ir. Usair kokonato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato sir ipanoneniko.
You know, far be it from me to presume, but I have an idea of how we might be able to solve this problem. My glorious wife's third cousin is a minor official in the Ministry of Harmony. I know a little something of the way Judge Fang conducts his business. All of Fang's ministers bring him an honor gift when they go to see him. An offering given as a sign of respect. A bribe, some might call it. If we replace Sheng's honor gift with something insulting, rare turtle eggs, for example, Fang would be so outraged he'd refuse to even listen to Sheng's report. I admit there are still some details yet to be worked out, but acquiring the eggs is easy. I have some here that you can simply have.
You have turtle eggs? Here? After just saying they are very rare?
Well, I was saving them for my coming anniversary. You buy early if you want them to be... ripe. It doesn't really matter, does it? There are more daunting problems to consider. For example, how will you sneak past Sheng's guards to make the switch?
We should just kill Sheng. Nice and simple. Kill his guards, too.
Would you want us to kill Fang and his guards too? Slaughter everyone? Not only does it seem excessive, but I don't think that's how Inquisitors operate. Maybe we should investigate Fang in the arena first. We might be able to stop him from getting that report without hurting Sheng, or anyone else. It's up to you how we handle this, but remember that the Inquisitors aren't just thugs, they're more subtle.